Today we're adding a star to the Miami Marlins every year until they win the World Series. We have a wheel that's going to tell us exactly how good of an upgrade we can make after each season, and the Marlins are coming in ranked 21st in baseball. Not our worst overall team, but 28th in power, 2nd in speed. This team doesn't have a single green check anywhere. And Sandy's been so bad that this roster update has him as a 69 overall reliever. We're going to simulate through our first season, see how well we do, and add our first player. And in our first season with the Marlins, we finished 73 and 89. Not a great start, no playoffs, but I've seen word. We've won 50 games in year one before. Our first wheel spin with the Marlins is going to be, please be big. Please be big. National League? 90. It just tipped over at the last second. Something about Vladdy Jr. screams Miami to me. We're taking Vladdy. We're putting him at first base. There's our 90 overall. How will the 73-win Marlins do with the addition of the third best 90 overall first baseman in the league? And unfortunately, with the addition of Vlad, the Marlins go backwards and they finish 69 and 93. There's nothing a little Pepto-Bismol can't fix. Vladdy batted .312 with 32 homers and 29 doubles, 100 homers and 100 walks on the dot. Second wheel spin now. We already added 180. I think I'm going to load up on bats and then just spam pitchers at the end once I like the lineup. A 2025 All-Star. We're going to add Elly De La Cruz along with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Two superstars to start it off. So now just like that, the addition of two players bring them up to the 14th ranked team in the league, #1 in speed. Speed and contact really carrying them there. I don't think this pitching staff is anywhere close. So now we're 3rd at first base and 2nd at shortstop. 17th ranked starting pitching, but 21st ranked bullpen. We have two solid starters. It falls off. No bullpen at all. I pretty much have this team squared away mentally, right? I have a good feel on these Marlins, who finished 78 and 84 in year 3. Still not a playoff team, but I can tell we are trending very strongly in the right direction. Elly De La Cruz in his debut season batted .300 with 36 homers, 38 doubles, 10 triples, and 36 stolen bases. He had 126 RBIs and 66 walks. How did he not win the MVP award? That's insane. Vladdy Jr. bats .277 with 21 homers, so a down year for Vlad. Wheel spin number 3 real quick. I feel like we're flying through this one. Oh no, please keep going. Why do we land on this every episode? There's like 30 wheel slots and we land on this every episode. I'm putting 77 overall David Robertson in the bullpen because he's just a veteran. You can never have too many veterans. Hey, listen, just the simple addition of David Robertson got the Marlins to a 500 record, a 81 and 81 record. Not a playoff team, but like I said, trending in the right direction. And now we have vets in the bullpen. Oh, Subway Series, Yankees-Mets World Series, and the Mets go down again. LOL. David Robertson pitched 66 innings, and he had 50 saves with a 3.6 ERA. What in the world? We're back once again. Please don't give me a back-to-back 77s. I'm gonna quit. I'm out of here. Anyone under the age of 25, that's good. We're gonna take the 21-year-old Junior Caminero and put him at third base for the Marlins. Again, fits the vibe, but that's about it. It's all right. I love how this team is coming along. The infield is nasty. I might let Xavier Edwards play here for a bit and look for center field next. We're pressing all the right buttons. The Marlins make the playoffs. They finish 85 and 77, so they win 4 more games than the previous season with the addition of Junior Caminero, and they will be playing the Cubs in the first round as a wild card. Let's see how it goes. It goes bad. They get eliminated. They get swept, actually, but that's all right. We still haven't won a playoff game, but we have gotten our foot in the door. And the Cubs actually went on to win the World Series, so they were just red hot. What a weird World Series. Elly had another monster season, 306 average, 45 doubles, 8 triples, 31 homers, 41 stolen bases. Vladdy had 44 doubles and 24 homers. And Junior had 41 home runs with 24 doubles. My goodness, this team rakes. Spin number 5. Last one was under 25. Come on! Come on! Oh, within the division. I like that. Bring me Ronald Acuna Jr. I think this is my favorite build that I've done so far. The Miami Vice vibes I'm getting from this lineup is absurd. This team just keeps getting better. This time they win 88 games. They have improved by 3 games from last season. They're going to be taking off on the Mets in the wild card round, and they defeated the Mets in the wild card round. So now they're going to be taking on the Phillies in the division series, where they have also defeated the Phillies. This pitching staff is pulling it off. They're going to go move on to the NLCS, where they're going to play the San Diego Padres. And I'm sorry, it was either the Padres or the Dodgers. The Dodgers won, and we got eliminated. So once again, the Los Angeles Dodgers have reared their ugly heads and knocked us out of the playoffs. And they once again go on to win the whole thing. Ellie betted 287, 33 homers, 16 triples is a wild number, though. Ronald Acuna Jr. in his first season with Miami had 40 doubles, 5 triples, 36 homers, 116 RBIs, and 46 stolen bases, a 307 average, and a 985 OPS. This team is special, man. I'm telling you, this is the most fun I've had building a lineup. I don't even care about this pitching staff. Give me a future Hall of Famer now. I am once again adding a corner outfielder. We're going to do Juan Soto, debate a wall. He's going in first ballot. So now with Juan Soto as our DH, that gives us 5 solid greens. And they do it again. These Marlins keep trending up. They finished 90 and 72 this time around. Once again as a wild card team. So someone in the NL East won more than 90 games. And the Padres are the only team that they will face. The lineup is just not enough at this stage. Juan Soto's first year with the Fish, he batted 277 with 36 homers and 32 doubles. Ronald had another monster season, 327 average, 40 doubles, 37 homers, 6 triples, 43 stolen bases, 87 walks, and just under 100 RBIs. Vladdy Jr. still hitting more doubles than homers, not having the big power numbers whenever, I don't know where's the 30 homer seasons, Vlad? Jr. though, 38 homers again. He hovers around 40 every season. He's a stud. Okay, it might be time to add an arm. We'll see. What do we got? Oh, just missed the 96. It's an 83. Yeah, I changed my mind. We're going to put Adley Rutschman behind the plate, the 83 overall. He hasn't been hitting the ball great over the last calendar year in real life, so his overalls and stats have been dropping in the game. He'll bounce back. He's a stud. The Marlins now jump up. They're the 6th ranked team in this game. 2nd in contact, 4th in power, 5th in speed. Let's do it. Well, Adley's a solid ad. It's more of a name ad than a stat ad. He does bring us to 12th at the position, though. Let's see how this team does with David Robertson is still the only pitcher we've added to this team. Now, this Marlins team was 500 all the way through the All-Star break. I got nervous, but they have had a monster second half and are actually about to finish with the most wins we have had. Yes, they will. 91 and 71. Just one more win from the last season, but not a big upgrade to the team, to be fair. They will once again be playing the Padres in the wild card round, and they will once again lose to the Padres in the wild card round. So we will see at least a year 9, which means the Marlins do not set the record for the fastest to win the World Series. Let's see about maybe finally breaking in and taking one of these starters. Adley in his first season played great and is up to an 87 overall, batting 296, only 7 homers, 8 doubles. He missed half the season, so maybe that's why they sucked in the first half. Yes, Joes. Yes, Joes. A 92.
What am I doing? What did I do?
I'm adding a player to the Marlins. It's about time we upgraded this pitching staff. We will finally add a starter. Blake Snell's going to go into the rotation ahead of Yuri Perez. The Marlins shoot all the way up to 2nd in the league now. 2nd in contact, 4th in power, 6th in pitching with the addition of a 90-plus overall ace. So now this lineup that features Vladdy Jr., Ronald Acuna Jr., Ellie De La Cruz, Junior Caminero, Juan Soto, Adley Rutschman finally has an ace. Blake Snell is going to bring this rotation into the top 10. Yuri Perez, Edwin Cabrera. This is a really good top 3 for a playoff series. We still have no production coming from center field, and the bullpen is atrocious. We'll see if they can get it done without too much help in the pitching staff outside of those top 3 starters. And once again, I got really nervous with this team, but they end up sneaking out a really good final month. They finished 91 and 71 back-to-back seasons now, and they will be playing in the division series against the Mets. So no improvement overall, and they lost 7 straight games against the Rangers, Phillies, and Mets down the stretch here. So not exactly hot going into the playoffs. Let's see how this playoff series with the Mets go. They win. I thought they lost for a second. I had big bold letters say congratulations. They will be playing the Brewers in the National League Division Series now. It's going to sim through the first 4. We are at a split, so this is going to come down to a Game 5. Winner goes to the NLCS, and it will be the Milwaukee Brewers. The Marlins, man, they just don't want to go on a run. Blake Snell's first year with the Marlins, he pitched 169 innings, 4.2 ERA. Not great. Ellie had a big career year, though. Ronald Acuna Jr. had a big year, 32 doubles, 35 homers, 46 stolen bags. Juan Soto only hit 28 home runs. Vladdy, again, only hit 24 homers. Vladdy does not hit 30 homer seasons in Miami. And once again, Adley Rutschman only plays 76 games. He's got like an injury bug or something in this game. So now we have a 9th wheel spin going into year 10. Who's going to be the 9th addition to the team? It is, this is a big one. It's alumni. Anyone who's ever played for the Marlins can be added back to the team. Trevor Rogers is having a really good season for Baltimore. He's up to an 84 overall. We're going to throw him in the rotation as well. So now we have 4 starters over 80 overall. Pitching staff now ranked 7th overall. There's green everywhere. We got to get over the hump. I think they can win the World Series with this current team. And the Marlins are going to go on to have their biggest season yet by a mile. As I expected, this lineup with a deep pitching staff wins 103 games. They win 12 more than the last 2 sims. Let's see how they do in the postseason. They beat the Brewers in the NLDS. They're going to be taking on the Braves in the National League Championship Series. And remember, Ronald Acuna Jr. is in our outfield. We have a Marlins Braves NLCS. And we lose. We lost. It actually looks like we got swept. Yep, we got swept in 4 games. We lost game 1, 14-5. Blake Snell was not lined up for that first game of the series. He had a good year, 3.9 ERA, 173 innings. Could be better. Trevor Rogers in his first season had a 4 ERA, 185 innings. That's not cutting it, really. Elly De La Cruz all the way up to a 97 overall, though. 37 doubles, 10 triples, 25 homers, 36 stolen bases, 83 RBIs. He does it all. So here we go, our 10th wheel. 10 wheels, man. This is bananas. This is a big land. Any player in the entire National League. Obviously, we're taking Shohei from the Dodgers. I haven't had Shohei in one of these builds, I don't think, since the first one. Marlins have cracked that top spot now. They rank number 1 going in. So here we go. The number 1 pitching staff in baseball. Edward Cabrera is now our number 5. Shohei Ohtani is our DH. I have Ronald Acuna Jr. playing out of position in center, so I don't care that is red. That is a 97 in center, and hopefully the defense isn't just that detrimental to us. So we have 1 guy out of position, but this lineup is absurd. Now, these Marlins don't quite win 103 games, but they do win 96, so they are tracking well. They're playing well down the stretch, and they will be taking on the winner of the wild card, which was the Phillies, and they defeated the Phillies. They will now be taking on either the Padres or the Cubs in the NLCS, which they win, and now we are going into our first Marlins World Series, the Jeter World Series. We have the Marlins and the Yankees, and I'll tell you right now, this Jeter Yankees Marlins World Series is lining up for a sweep. The Marlins have a chance to win in 4 at home. Edward Cabrera is our lined up starter for this game. Ohtani, Snell, Yuri Perez have all thrown in this series back to back to back. The top of the first inning, Edward Cabrera does get a 0. Now the bottom of the first, we are on the board. We score 2. Now we get a 0 in the top of the second, and the bottom of the second, we get a 0 as well. Edward Cabrera going to go out for the top of the third against Ryan McMahon, and he gets another 0, pitching well. Junior Caminero going to start the inning in the bottom half, and they do not score again. So just the 2 runs in the first inning through the first 3 frames. Top 4, Edward Cabrera is going to start with Bellinger. He'll see Judge this inning, and he gets through that inning. Xavier Edwards now, 7, 8, 9, leading off the bottom of the 4th, and they do not score. They got base runners. The top of the order couldn't get it done. Now we go into the 5th inning. Edward Cabrera still in green. Ben Rice is up. They have 5 consecutive lefties in this lineup, so I've got to be careful. I'm going to start pitching one at a time here. We get a pop-up. A home run from Jazz Chisholm gets the Yankees on the board. I'm going to see if Eddie can compose himself here. He can. He gets a flyout. Now get me through this inning. A double from Ryan McMahon. Oh, no. Do we take Edward Cabrera? We got to take him out right there. We're taking him out, and we're going to bring Sandy out. Bring out Sandy. Sandy to Anthony Volpe. Ground out to end the inning. So we strand one. We go to the bottom of the fifth, up by one, and we do not get that run back. We still haven't scored since the first inning. I'm going to give Sandy an opportunity to pitch here and a leadoff double. Instantly regret that decision. He's going to have to come out for Anthony Bender. Simulate the rest of this half. Devastating top of the sixth. The Yankees score 3, and it's a 4-2 ball game now. The Marlins get one back, so now it's a one-run ball game. 4-3. Anthony Bender's got to come out of this game. We'll go to the 76 overall, who does get a 0. Now Jake Bird comes out to pitch for the Marlins, who do not score. This is a 2-inning game now. Once again, probably going to have to go to the pen. We'll bring Gusto out. Judge is leading off the inning with a strikeout. Now Trent Grisham and Ben Rice. Ground out, single. Jazz comes back up. He's getting a lefty. We're going to bring Nardi out for Jazz Chisholm, and he hits a single. Now we're in a tough spot. Austin Wells, 2 on. Lefty-lefty matchup. Rounds out to end the inning. Bottom 8. I need 1 run, fellas. Xavier Edwards, get it to the top of the order. Camilo Duvall comes out to pitch for the Yankees. A single to lead it off for Xavier Edwards. Now Kyle Stowers hits righties very well. Oh, no. He struck out, and the bottom of the order doesn't get it done. Now the 9th inning. We need a 0 here. I'm going to bring Cronin out to pitch. I just need 1-0. He had a single, a flyout, a walk, a fielder's choice, and an out. This is it for all the marbles. Ronald Acuna, Shohei Ohtani, Junior Caminero. I'm going to jump in and try and walk it off. Devin Williams out for the save. Ronald Acuna steps in. Crowd's buzzing. Ronald drills one out to right, but it's going to topspin right to Aaron Judge for the out. That's tough. It brings up Shohei. He didn't strike out that time. Gets a cutter out over the plate. Drills it to center. It's gone. Shohei ties it up. Of course he did. Shohei Ohtani to dead center. Ties it up. The Marlins now have an opportunity to walk it off and sweep Boone in 4. And he gets a fastball up. Smokes it. Into the gap. Left center field. That's going to one-hop off the wall. We'll get to second base. I hope we will. And Juan Soto's gonna step to the dish. Season on the line. He's 0 for 4 tonight. He's 5 for 15 with 2 homers in the series. Juan, oh no. Juan's tough night continues. He's 0 for 5. We got on top of a screwball. We moved the game-winning run up to third for Vladdy Jr. And Vladdy Jr. to center. It is not gonna get down. We will play extra innings. Ground ball to shortstop. Ellie makes the play. Routine. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to sneak through for a hit. Ben Rice and all these lefties. Dangerous right here. Here's Jazz, who's already homered in this game. There we go. Go around the horn. 5, 4. Oh, we will have to pitch to one more. Base hit out to right. Brings up Ryan McMahon. I'm going to have to go to Trevor Rogers here, our only available lefty. We got to go to the pen. Bring out a southpaw. Good slider. Strike 3 on Ryan McMahon. Let's walk it off. He's devastated. Xavier Edwards, perfect. Xavier Edwards doesn't even get to the wall. My man Xavier Edwards got robbed. Kyle Stowers gets a base runner. Adley, oh, that ball is hammered, but it is going to stay in the yard. Ellie De La Cruz to center field. That's going to chase Devin Williams for Fernando Cruz against Ronald Acuna. And Ronald Acuna walks it off. A ground ball up the middle, and the Marlins win the World Series. The Yankees throw one pitch after the pitching change, and it is over. The lineup was loaded from the beginning. Vladdy, Ellie, Caminero, Acuna, Soto, Adley, and then Ohtani to put the cherry on top. It took 11 seasons 11 players, 11 additions for these Marlins to win the World Series. It took just 3 players for them to become an 80-win team. It took just 4 players for them to get above 500. It took 7 to get to the 90-win mark and 10 to get to the 100-win mark. But they finally got there. Comment what team I should do next.